What you gonna say?
What's happening?
Sierra told me to tag her. All right, we are live. Babe, I don't think they can see you because I can't really see you. Let me see if I can clean my glasses so I can be so I can see.
I can't sit up too much.
But I'm just trying to tell you that the light, y'all, this man and these lights that he have in his living room are so bright. I can't even hardly see right now, honestly. My eyes are hurting.
Well, I'd like to be able to see.
So today is, I know, baby. Today is our 13th. I'm about to see if I can do something else because my eyes are burning. Okay. Today is our 13th wedding anniversary. My husband is exhausted because if you know Gabe, you know he gonna work. He don't care if it's his birthday. He don't care if it's his anniversary. He don't care what day it is. He gonna find a way. Babe, please sit up.
Because ain't nothing they gonna
You
pay
can
no
let the
bills.
recliner. Ain't none of what?
Birthdays and anniversaries. Nothing they gonna pay no bills.
He said none of that is gonna pay our bills. He is, sister. He is exhausted. And we are trying to get this done because I promised that we would go live today. We're trying to get this done. Go. I don't know why it's 10:25 and these children are still up. I was trying to, once I woke up from my nap, I was trying to wait till they kind of got out the way because they don't let us be great. But we just wanted to come on first off and say thank you guys for all of the, now I don't ever hear this much noise when they're completing their chores, but they are purposely doing this and they're actually looking back here smiling at us. But we wanted to come on and publicly say thank you all for all of the Sierra say tell him again none of that pays any bills, babe.
So done.
Jaleesa says bruh say he is relaxing. No, ma'am, Sierra. That's not happening. But we wanted to say thank you all for the anniversary love, for all of the anniversary wishes. And I wanted to kind of say that September 18th is the day that we decided we were going to be a couple as little teenagers. And September 20th is the day that we actually got married. So that's one thing that I wanted to say. Stop calling her up here. He's trying to get Gianna to jump on the sofa, and he knows that I don't want her up here. What you want to say, babe? You already said birthdays, anniversaries, none of that pays any bills. Yes. What else you want to say about our 13th wedding anniversary? Unless you're on the railroad radio, you're never going to really hear him talk. Or unless you're messaging him about getting your house, your car, or your whatever you want him to wash, you're not going to get much out of him. I don't know. He'll tell me he's going to talk and then he won't talk. But
conversation don't pay no bills.
No, it's not because he's going to steal the show. I just can't deal with him right now. I hope he doesn't hear me going live. Thank you, Miss Kathy Caldwell. I was just telling my children on 9/11, they were asking about 9/11 because the younger ones don't really know. And I was telling them that I was in Miss Kathy Caldwell's class whenever 9/11 happened. I was telling them that you were my math teacher and that Jasmine is one of my classmates. But, yeah, so a lot of people ask us, how do we stay married? A lot of times people will ask, is it hard? Is it hard? And yes, it's hard. He said very, y'all. Gabe be throwing shots at me all the time. Like, everybody think he is so quiet. But in all honesty, in all honesty, this dude is the joke cracker of the family. Like, that's why I think we both like to laugh and we both like to have fun. And that's one thing, like, we can't stay mad at each other long. If we have an argument, which we don't really argue.
You argue.
We don't really argue. He says that I like to argue, but I don't like to argue. I like to talk. So I like to have discussions. And he, like, I don't know. Our communication can sometimes be awkward. But it's always crazy stuff. Like right now, one of those children ended up sliding those chairs across that floor. And in my mind, that can break my chairs. So when I say that to him later on our pillow talk, he is going to be like, honey, that's not going to break those chairs. And I'm going to be like, how's it not going to break the chairs? Because my logic and his logic are two totally different things. And I will go back and respond to the comments, because if I keep sitting up trying to get these comments read, we're going to be on here all night. And we can't do that because live not going to do what, babe?
Pay no bills.
Live is not going to pay our bills. And we both have work in the morning. But I think that on the question of how do we do it and is it hard, I think I would say that respect is how we do it. And respect is how we deal with the most difficult times. One thing that I can say is over the years, we have definitely learned to respect each other. What you say, babe?
Yeah, definitely.
We have learned to respect each other. We've learned to respect each other's differences. We've learned to communicate. That's one of the key things. If you can't talk to your spouse or the person you love, the person you love the most about things, and be able to communicate effectively with them, it's not gonna work. Like, I'm sorry. And I think another thing is I know that myself, I feel like my body is sacred, and it's just for my husband. So I don't ever find myself in a situation where, you know, I'm caught slipping. I guess that's how I would say it. I said for me, I didn't say for us, I said for me.
For me too. I know my body's sacred.
So we don't, there are a lot of things we don't discuss publicly. There are a lot of things that we don't discuss with anyone but one another. And a lot of stuff that happens in our marriage is just between us. And we learned that early on, because a lot of times we include others in our business. And we do have, you know, certain friends and trusted messengers and different things like that we trust and that we talk to about different situations, and people that literally have walked this path with us. But those people are people that are going to tell us what the Bible says. They're going to remind us of our vows. They're going to remind us of our love for one another. And we don't allow those, we don't allow anything to separate us. One thing that my dad told us whenever he did our marriage counseling is the first thing we have to rule out is divorce. And it took us a long time. Well, it took me a long time to rule out divorce, because in my life, divorce or being single and an independent woman was all I knew. So I didn't want to, once I realized that I really loved him, I was like, you got to go. I can't even be with you. But this man looked me in my face and he was like, you trying to run me off. But I'm not going anywhere, and you're going to have to put up with me for the rest of your life. And in that moment, I knew that I was stuck like Chuck. But we have ruled out divorce. In the most difficult situations, we always find a way to communicate, to pray about them together, to just basically say we trust God and we're going to allow him to do what needs to be done in our marriage and in our lives. And there have been some times that we were on the verge of, I would say, beginning the divorce process. But what God has joined together, let no man put asunder.
You didn't tell me that.
How come I ain't tell you that? Gay, don't be on here playing now. Y'all, this man is his son's daddy. You know how they say you're your daddy's son? He is his son's daddy. He will try to play me in a minute. And y'all, if I ever sound rude, that's just a part of our communication. He knows that, like, I'm not about to put up with that. Like, don't try to play me.
I just didn't know nothing about that.
How you didn't know, babe?
Because I didn't.
You didn't know that there were times we were about to get a divorce. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you saved and you sanctified and you filled with the Holy Ghost and you sitting right here lying.
Why you gotta bring that up?
But why you gotta sit right here and lie? Let's be honest. Like, that's okay. And that's, like, I really try to share the good, and I don't want to share all the ugly and all the good and all the bad, but I try to share enough so that people know that, yes, we have a great love story. Yes, we have a great relationship. Yes, we have been together since I was 16 years old. How old were you when we got together? Watch, you don't know.
What?
How old were you when we got together?
I was 17.
Oh, he knew y'all. He always playing like he don't know different stuff. But we started dating whenever we were 6. I was 16 and he was 17. He was a senior in high school. I'm 33 and you 34. Don't try to play me. I know how old I am now.
Oh.
A lot of times he has to remind me of my age because I keep up with a lot of other stuff in my head. So he just tried to play me again, y'all. And this is what I'm saying. Like, we literally feed off one another. We can tell when one throwing shots and when one is not. We can tell when one of us are not telling the truth. We can tell, like, we just know each other so well. Like, Gabe knows if certain things, like Saturday night, for example, we went in the ballpark. And Gabe left me in the park with the boys and went to the car to put the stuff in the car. He already knew I was about to be fired up when he got back. Like, it's one thing to just leave me with Gigi. But he gonna leave me with Gigi and both of those boys. Whoo! And you know, Gary think he the team mascot. Oh no, baby. When he came back, he already knew I was fired up. So, like, those are things that we can look at one another. And Gabe will try to tell me, I'm not mad. And I'm looking at him like, bro, you mad. You upset. You got an attitude. But he'll try because he does not like confrontation. And there's one thing that I love about my husband. Like, and y'all know I came from the trenches. So, I'm all about I don't mind having a discussion or a lecture or what they call it, baby, in school.
What?
When you know you'd be going back and forth.
Oh, debate.
I don't mind having a debate. But my husband, he's just like, let's just let this blow over because I don't want to deal with it. But at the same time, we have realized that trying to let stuff roll over or blow over, we can't operate like that because that works for him. It doesn't work for me. Okay, what you got to say? Yes, y'all, he is very sleepy. And I don't have a lot of time, honestly, because in a minute he gonna fall asleep right on this camera. He does not care. He'll tell you. That's one thing that drives me insane about him. If y'all want to know one thing that makes me mad, if we're having a disagreement, I'm gonna be restless because y'all, I really, I'm about to bang these kids up, and I don't even bang them up. They playing on my top right now. They acting like they daddy, and I don't like that. But Gabe knows that he cannot go to sleep and I'm upset or we haven't settled the disagreement or whatever. It drives me insane, y'all. So I just literally be like, bro, wake up. How you sleeping and I'm this angry? Bro be knocked out. He don't care. He don't care about how mad I am. Sierra, tag Jessie under here, Whitley Q. Gilbert or whoever she is, because she done sat up here so many times and been like, Gabe said, I don't care, I'm going to sleep. So tag her so she can comment on him falling asleep. I promise y'all, I'm going to do my best to go back and try to respond to the comments. Okay, say what you got to say, babe. You looking at that watch, that's taking away time. Go to get the people what you have to say.
I don't even have 60 seconds.
Before you go to sleep. And he haven't showered yet. This is what he was washing houses in today. So, and he's talking about 6. And he has mud on.
And I got to be back up at 2 a.m.
He has mud on his leg. He does have to get up in a few hours, but I was not aware of that until like 10 minutes ago. And I told y'all I was going live today. But y'all, this is why we can't stay mad at one another. I don't care. We can be mad enough to throw bricks at each other's heads and one of us gonna say something to make the other one laugh. It is not even intentional. It's just how we connect. Okay, baby, come on, tell the people what you gonna tell the people. He trying to read the comments, y'all. These my black bag glasses, my thick, my good ones. I forgot to get them out the car.
Right, Frida.
What?
She said, let my cousin go to bed.
Once you tell these people what you got to tell them about us staying married for 13 years, and everybody told us we were too young to be getting married, hey, you half mopping that floor. You need to come right back over here and get this piece. I see it.
Don't be calling her out on the camera.
Don't nobody know who I'm talking to. I could have been talking to a boy you talking about her.
No, them boys in the bed, they know that.
No, these people don't know that. Come on, tell the people. Babe, come on, tell the people now.
13 years.
How?
Hard. Hard labor. Hard labor. Hard labor. That's the truth.
Why the labor? It's because of me. Because somebody just put on here, if you go out with a Taurus, you always have a headache. Is that true?
That's what it is. That's why I go through a bottle of ibuprofen a month. I just opened that second bottle.
Y'all.
Who said that?
Y'all, please share this because people really think Gabe is quiet. People really think Gabe. Y'all come get this dude. He talking about he's sleeping, but he over here trying to play me. Babe, tell these people the truth.
I just told him it was hard.
No, but you said that's what it is.
Hard labor.
Nah, you said that's what it is. That's why you go through a bottle of ibuprofen a month.
I'm trying. Who said that? They might
Nate,
be on to something.
our old neighbor, Nate.
They on to something. I didn't know that, Nate.
So I'm making my own head hurt too, because mine be hurting a lot too.
I don't know, because I ain't no Taurus.
But you a Virgo, and Virgo is something else. Aren't they, Daria?
She don't know.
She's a Virgo.
Oh.
But y'all, Gabe can try to play me all he wants to. This man know, like, I'm the most submissive wife. On the days that...
Feel sorry for you,
me just...
You sure right, Mom. I'm glad somebody do.
And this is the image I will allow you all to keep. That that I cause this man headaches and all of that. But all I'm gonna say on that is we about to argue tonight because he just tried to play me. No, we not, because he gonna go to sleep.
I promise you gonna be arguing with yourself.
But y'all, Gabe, tell the people the truth about how submissive I am to you. Because people really think I be being mean and I run out of marriage. I don't do none of that. Like, if my husband calls me and says, do such and such, I don't exchange words with him. And I think that's one thing that...
Better not. Better not.
I think that's another thing that helps us to stay married and stay on level ground, because it's a lot of things I don't exchange words with him about, but there are also a lot of things that I have to keep him grounded on and I have to stay on him about. One thing that my father-in-law, he will always say, get him, Louise. Because Gabe, he is always so busy. His mind is always racing. He always has 1,000 things going on. And I really believe he thinks that he can carry the weight of the world on his shoulders. And I'm that person that helps bring him back to level ground. I'm the wife that says, babe, you can't get all that accomplished in a day. This man will literally beat himself up about stuff that he has no control over. So I'm that wife that helps him stay grounded. I help him stay grounded. I'm submissive. I mean, I'm his... I think I'm his missing piece, like, because I help him to just conquer a lot. And he meant that, Alex. He is a mess. And that's vice versa. He'll tell me a lot of times, baby, you give too much. But he gives a lot too. So we really complement each other in a lot of ways. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people need to try to assess prior to getting married, because if you're marrying someone that does not complement who you are and does not agree with a lot of who you are and the things you try to do, you're starting off on the wrong foot already. Sure. Like, if you have two totally separate views, there's a lot of things that you're not going to be able to accomplish. There's a lot of things that are not going to make sense. There will be a lot of arguments from jump off just those things. So I think those are things that we really, in our first week of dating, we discussed so much, y'all. Like, when I tell you it was love at first sight, babe, do you agree that it was love at first sight?
Yeah.
When I tell you, like, the first week we were talking, I was like, Mom, can you please sign me over so I can get married at 17? So, I mean, we knew instantly that we would be married. But my mama wasn't signing me over. Like, she wasn't giving me up to Gabe, which I really wanted her to. And I think it was a good thing that we waited, because during that time, I went through a lot of things as far as education-wise, growing up-wise. A whole lot of things transpired during that time, and we needed that extra time to really grow. And I always say that a lot of people said we were too young to get married. I feel like the people that were saying that said that because they didn't have the tools that we needed to help us, be able to be successful in our marriage. Because there have been times in our marriage where we didn't know what to do in certain situations. We had to go to our pastor.
So what, Freedom?
What?
Vicky wasn't having that.
Nah, she wasn't about to give me up before she had to. I can definitely say that. I was her babysitter. I was her accountant. I was, what else? Her chef. She wasn't giving that up before she had to. So, but that was, and I don't think Gabe's parents would have agreed with it either back then. We were young. We knew we loved each other. My father-in-law used to tell us day after day, what, y'all just gonna live off love today? I guess so, Paw. And some days, the other week, we were both sick. And I looked at him and I said, babe, I guess we just gonna have to live off love today. And he was like, yeah, we're gonna have to live off love today. But I just feel like we have had a lot of experiences that we didn't know where to start. But by the grace of God, we made it through them. And by the great, God has placed people in our lives to help us with these things. Even though some of these people are not married, some of them are not blood related to us, but we call them family. We have a lot of moms, y'all. Like, we really have a lot of moms. I don't think we call anybody that's not really a dad to us daddy, but we definitely have a lot of moms. And we're grateful for that, because a lot of times we could have nothing and no one, but God has literally given us the support system that we prayed for, that I cried for, and I could not be more grateful. I could not be more thankful. And the most important thing that, like, I really tell people, I do what, my girl? The one thing that I always tell people whenever I'm asked to be a part of someone's wedding, or someone texts me or messages me about marriage or any of that, I always tell them, one thing I know for certain: if you weren't serving God before you got married, marriage is gonna put you on your knees. I don't care how perfect you are for one another. I don't care how much you love one another. I don't care how many. Yeah, I have a lot of moms. You one of them. You ain't know. You know she about to cut up. She probably gonna call me as soon as we get off this live. But I don't care about any of that. Like, you can be in love. Love ain't gonna always get it. Love is not gonna always get it. Love is not gonna always be the well, now you know. I just said it publicly. Now you know. You have to pray. There have been times where When that song say prayed and cried and prayed and cried and prayed and cried and prayed and cried, prayed and cried, I have done all of those runs, every note, every up and down in there. I have done that. We have done that, because there have been times when not only I felt like, bruh, I have to really seek God, but he has had to go to God on some things about me, because I'm Vicky's daughter and Joe's daughter. Them the ones that made me.
Who? Say it again.
I'm Vicky and Joe's daughter. They the ones that made me. So this man has to go to God about some things, because when I tell y'all he loved me past my hurt, I know that wasn't easy for my husband. It couldn't have been easy for him to have to deal with me, the broken little girl that I was. And he tells me all the time now, he is so happy that I went through therapy and sought healing. Talk to the people. He don't have much to say, y'all. All right, but we're grateful.
Yeah.
We're still in love. Don't you dare.
What?
You better not kiss me on this live, because I know what you sitting up for. I love you too, baby. We always kiss each other goodnight. And when they be posting on Facebook about that forehead kiss, it's something about that forehead kiss that just do something to you. But we always kiss one another goodnight. And I don't care if I'm in a deep sleep before. Baby, you can't go to bed. I have to do the front of your hair. We always eat. I don't care how asleep I am in the morning. He's not ever gonna leave home without giving me a kiss, without telling me he loves me. He calls all day long. We talk on the phone all day long. We tell each other we love one another after every phone call. And he puts my glasses on the nightstand at night. And that's really a blessing for me, because this left eye, I really can't see out of it without my glasses at all. So if my glasses are not on the nightstand when I wake up, if baby Gabe is not here or brother Gabe is not here, I can't find them because I can't see. So I mean, why would I be with somebody else? Or why would I just have to be with my husband, because he gets me, he knows me, he loves me, and he takes care of me. It is the small things, sis. Like, so much, even like when he goes out of town for work, I realize so much. And at first when he started that part of the job, I was like, I don't want no part of this. We gonna have to move where you going, because I don't know how this gonna work. But it helped me to see all those small things. Like, when he go out of town for work, y'all, I can't ever find my glasses, honestly. And I call him, he be out of town. And I call him like, babe, I can't find my glasses. Instead of him saying, what you want me to do about it? He be like, did you look here? Did you look here? Did you look here? Gas, for example. I hate pumping gas. It's not because I think I'm too much. I just don't like touching the gas pump things. I don't like it when I'm at the gas station and dudes looking at me. It makes me mad. Because in my head, I just feel like everybody should know I'm married. And I know that's not how it works, but women should be able to go in public and do what they have to do without somebody standing upside their head all the time. I cannot stand that. So, I don't like pumping gas. This man will call Brandon and be like, Brandon, can you go put some gas in the car? That's if he's gone too many days. But most of the time before he leaves, he's going to take my car and fill it up, so I don't have to worry with it. And now that I'm closer to my job, you see what Miss Johnson said? I won't Look, Miss Johnson, now I'm trying to tell him that, but that man knows, like, he don't want me pumping gas. That's something that he started when I was in high school and got my first car. He was doing that back then. That's something he never, like, I never had to do it, so I don't do it still to this day. Now, if it's a situation where there are extenuating circumstances, I'll tell him, babe, I'll get the gas. And he'll be like, no, I'm about to call him. Like, babe, look, I'm at the gas station. It's fine. So those are just things that really, really, really help our marriage and help me as a mom and a wife and a cuckoo. All right, I'm done talking. And we don't have gender roles. Only gender roles we really have in our house I think it's trash, right?
That's it.
Pretty much everything else we do together. We both do laundry. We both cook. We both clean. Oh, with all the others, like, I don't know how to change tires. All that man stuff, Gabe. And a lot of men don't even do that. Like, a lot of men don't handle all that stuff in their marriages. I have just been blessed to have a husband that had an awesome mom and dad to raise him and teach him how to be a man and how to lead his family. I don't... What? Your parents taught you the best things in the world. They really did. Like, I think my sisters-in-law, not Alexis, she got Alex, Samantha Akins on her page. But Samantha and Angie, they can both attend. And even Charlotte, because they still have her spoiled. They still have that girl spoiled. That girl can get anything out of her brothers in this world. So...
Yeah, I can cook, right?
Baby Gabe can cook real good. For the longest, he was the only one that can cook red beans and rice. I couldn't get the red beans and rice down for a long time. But I finally think I have him beat on that. I got you beat on red beans and rice?
Yeah.
He just saying it, y'all. But I also can't grill. I know I can't cook him better than you, babe. I can't grill. He's the best. He can grill. But we work as a team. Like, he grills, I come in here and slay the sides. It's one side. What is that? The baked bean. He has a special way of fixing his baked beans. And when I tell y'all that I can't get it yet, he loves my baked beans and I love his baked beans. So these are just things that we work together and do. A lot of stuff his mom taught me how to cook the way that he likes it. I still don't have it as great as she had it for him, but it's enough to give him that good, warm, and cozy feeling. And it's enough to make my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law happy. Well, my baby Brandon happy. Like, they love it when I cook things that Mama used to cook. So I am thankful. This is the initial video for asking the Aikens. We didn't get any questions today, but we always get a lot of questions. We always get a lot of couples contacting us about different things. And that's one thing that we wanted to do, is try and start answering those questions where everybody, because if one person is having this trouble, someone else is having it. And there will always be young couples falling in love, wanting to get married. So we just wanted to find a way. Really, God laid it on our hearts to find a way to give back and to share experience and things with different couples. So whenever we come across a question or an issue, we won't be going live, but we will do a YouTube and we will share it to Facebook for everyone to watch if you're interested. Because couples experience different things, and a lot of we really didn't have any young couples to look up to, did we, babe? Like, we were like the first young couple out of all of our friends and associates and stuff to get married. So we have really had to go through a lot alone. We have really had to rely on our parents a lot. And the good thing about our parents is that Gabe's mom and dad would always tell him, I told y'all, don't be doing this. Gabe, I told you can't do this. And my parents love Gabe high as the sky. They would choose Gabe over me any day. So, and nobody can convince me otherwise, not even them. But they would choose Gabe over me any day. So it was never a situation where our parents were like, leave him this or do that. They always, especially Power, my God. He took Gabe's side on everything. It drove me insane. But I thank everyone for tuning in. We will be recording Facebook. Man, you can't figure out what they're talking about because somebody commented. So they're going back and forth talking about different things. Oh, he said he know what y'all talking about.
Rhonda Johnson talking about them red beans and rice.
What about him? She wants some.
She said, I can't cook them better than Rhonda Johnson. She's talking about she coming to Sunday dinner.
Oh, I don't know. You know, she really a culinary artist.
I know. I've been waiting on her to cook anyway. What's she waiting on?
Okay. We're going to get off because my husband has to get up in a couple hours. And I do want him to get a little sleep because I'm not going to be up to talk to him while he's driving. But we will be... A lot of people have said start a YouTube channel. Yo, Sierra will be up. Sierra, make sure you talk him all the way till I get up in the morning. And y'all make sure I get up on time. But We are starting. Well, we already have a YouTube, and it is Simply Akins. The family YouTube is Simply Aikens.
What was that, Rhonda?
And my mommy YouTube is Mommying 3 Akins or something like that. I don't remember, but I don't ever really post. We don't really post on any YouTube. That was just something the kids wanted to do, but God laid it on our hearts to start asking the Akins. And if you have any questions or any issues, we'll never release anybody's name unless you want to be. And we'll go ahead and... Oh, yes. And I have TikTok. TikTok has seriously become my blog or vlog or whatever people call stuff. Because I feel like I put too many long statuses on Facebook. But I always have a lot to say, and I always have a lot that I feel like should be shared. So I just started recording it on TikTok, and my TikTok is Simply Akins Mom. And we came up with Simply Akins because we're just a simple little family doing everyday things, enjoying life together, figuring out life together. Because as I said, there are a lot of things we still don't know, and we have to dig deep for. But John says in the kitchen, babe. So
They ain't doing me no good.
Babe, so we're gonna get off, and we will. What day we supposed to go live? Whenever we do record videos for the Asking the Akins, they will be done on Sundays. Whenever we start getting questions and issues to deal with there, and even if there's an issue that we have faced during the week that we had a good time with, we'll go on there with that as well. I thank you all for tuning in. I think Gabe may have gotten a meal out of this, and he already got his person that he's going to talk to on his ride. And I'm going to let him go to sleep.
A meal?
Girl, he going to talk in these videos. You missed the talking, Tam. You're going to have to go back and watch, because he cut up a little bit. He didn't do a lot, but he cut up a little bit. Say something to the people, babe. Sit up and say something to the people. Come on, sit up and say something to the people so you can go to bed. We're not getting off till you say something to the people.
Say something to the people.
I already did. I done been talking the whole time. You need to tell the men how to stay married and what they need to do. I done told them what I do. Come on, you talking about you want to go to bed?
Tell the men what to do?
Well, tell them what you do, because you know they're not going to listen, because you do good stuff. A lot of these men don't want to do that. They want to be tramps and stuff. So,
they ain't cut from the same cloth I'm cut from. So.
Okay, so tell them how you keep me, how we work together and stuff, how we get stuff done.
I just be submissive.
Boy, stop playing. Y'all, this is what I deal with every day. Even when I'm trying to be mad, he gonna crack a joke. Miss John said, poor Gabe. He's not. He was excited about going live, y'all. And he's excited about asking the Akins.
I just do what I think any other man should do. And that's be the best I can be. That's it. That's all to it. Go over and beyond.
But sometimes some men... okay, you can finish. Then I'll tell you. Some men will say they doing the best they can, but their best is...
It ain't enough.
Not being enough, but their best includes them being... They're not being faithful to their wives. They're not being the providers that they should be. Different stuff like that. Some of them they say they're doing the best that they can. But how do we know that that's really the best they can? Like,
they doing their best is different. They doing the best they can to not.
To not what? To not be the best that they...
To not be the best that they can be.
I can deal with that, babe.
That's a difference.
So what are things that you do to lead your family? Like, how do you make sure that we, but John said they are not.
They're not.
I think that, tell them about our how since my granddaddy passed, how you still been pushing church and pushing God and stuff in the house.
Yeah. I mean, it was rough for a minute, but because I thought Sister Girl was gonna backslide here. I thought Sister was gonna backslide. She didn't. I mean, she was still, praying and all. But Sister Jaleesa laughed.
Don't tell him, babe, so we can go to bed.
Sister Girl didn't want to hear no. She didn't want to hear no preacher. She didn't want to hear none of that. She didn't want to hear none of that. But she coming back around now. I was still pushing it. The Facebook Live, we couldn't go in the church. What?
I'm just listening. No, you're not lying. You're telling the truth.
Oh.
I would never. I mean, if you telling the truth, I'm just quiet.
Oh.
And if he was lying, I wouldn't tell y'all he lying. Because
Let me let me lie to them folks.
No, I'm not.
I don't know I'm lying.
We stick together, baby. Okay, you can finish.
But yeah, I mean that's what I did. I just kept on pushing. I mean, if we had to get away from her, was she upstairs? We come downstairs and watch church on TV, Facebook Live. Why are you over here in our conversation? But yeah, that's what we have to do. That's what we're supposed to do as men. So, what? Oh, real men. My daughter said real men.
Oh.
That's what you said.
Out of the mouths of babes, real men.
That's what my daughter said.
All right, you done? You got anything else you want to share?
I done shot my biggest gun.
This man is his daddy all over again, y'all. He shot his biggest gun. Are you excited about asking the Aikens?
I am. But y'all asked me again at an earlier time.
It was my fault that it was so late, y'all. I was exhausted. I thought I was gonna take like a 30-minute nap, but he didn't wake me back up. And I told him what time we supposed to be going live, and I'm about to be asleep again in a minute. I have to. My body has to have rest. Okay. What? Come on, we gotta go. Oh, okay. All right, y'all. Good night. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure that whenever the Simply Akins come across your timeline, you go ahead and do whatever you're supposed to do so you can get notifications. And
Y'all boo should be in the bed.
What boo?
Jaleesa and Derek.
Oh.
Come on, we don't play by Gigi.
Gigi has pictures in the morning, so I have to tighten the front of her hair because I don't like my children looking any kind of way. And we're going to get that done, and then we're going to be in the bed. Brigade going to go to bed.
And I'm going to go take a nap.
Well, yeah, he going to go take a nap. But when he get to the hotel, he going to roll out. All right, y'all. Have a good night. We love y'all. Thank y'all so much for all the anniversary wishes.
Good night, cousin.
I had a great day. Huh? It's not showing it. I had a great day. My husband had a great day.
So did.
He worked hard today. That's a great day for him.
So did.
We both worked hard today.
I had a great day.
All right. Good night, y'all. Love. Be sweet, sweet. Love all.